Hi guys. Welcome to my channel. Before we get started, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. What is Bitcoin? So make sure to watch the full video. What is Bitcoin? With no monitoring from banks or governments, Bitcoin is a digital money that runs independently of all centralized management. Rather, it makes use of cryptography and peer-to-peer software. Every Bitcoin transaction is recorded in a public ledger, and copies of it are stored on servers all around the world. These servers, or nodes, can be installed by anyone with a spare computer. Instead of relying on a single point of trust like a bank, consensus on who owns which currencies is obtained across these nodes cryptographically. Every transaction is broadcast and shared from node to node on the network in the open. These transactions are gathered by miners into a collection known as a block and added indefinitely to the blockchain around once every 10 minutes. The complete account book for Bitcoin is available here. Virtual currencies are stored in digital wallets, which can be accessed by client software or a variety of web and hardware solutions, much like physical wallets are used to store traditional currency. At this time, there are 7 decimal places in which to divide a Bitcoin. A milli is 1,000th of a Bitcoin, and a Satoshi is 100 millionth. There is just network-wide consensus regarding coin ownership. There is no such thing as a Bitcoin or wallet. When completing a transaction, a network uses a private key to verify the owner of the money. The idea of a brain wallet allows a person to store their private key in their memory and use it as their only means of accessing or using virtual currency. Bitcoin, can it be exchanged for real money? As with every asset, Bitcoin may be converted into cash. This can be done through any of the several cryptocurrency exchanges available online, or it can be done in person or through any other kind of communication channel, enabling even small enterprises to accept Bitcoin. To convert to another money, there is no official system built into Bitcoin. The foundation of the Bitcoin network is nothing intrinsically valuable. However, after quitting the gold standard, several of the national currencies in the world that are the most stable, including the US dollar and the British pound, have become true. What does Bitcoin serve as a means of? People may send money online, thanks to the invention of Bitcoin. The goal of the digital currency was to offer a different form of payment that could be used instead of traditional currencies yet operated independently of a centralized authority. Can you trust Bitcoins? Based on the SHA-256 algorithm created by the US National Security Agency, Bitcoin uses cryptography. There are 2,256 potential private keys, which means that it would be practically difficult to crack this code. This is more than the number of atoms in the universe, estimated to be somewhere between 1078 to 1082. Although there have been a number of high-profile instances of Bitcoin exchanges being hacked and money being stolen, these firms almost always stored the virtual currency on behalf of clients. The website, not the Bitcoin network, was compromised in these incidents. Theoretically, a hacker could incorporate a consensus that they controlled all Bitcoin into the blockchain if they were able to take over more than 50% of the active Bitcoin nodes. However, this becomes less feasible as nodes increase in number. The fact that there is no central body in charge of Bitcoin is a significant issue. This leaves no remedy for anyone who makes a mistake when performing a transaction on their wallet. There is no one you can contact if you unintentionally transmit Bitcoins to the incorrect person or forget your password. Of fact, when quantum computing becomes a reality, everything could be destroyed. Since quantum computers operate quite differently from existing computers, they may be able to perform many of the mathematical calculations required for cryptography in a fraction of a second. These computations are extremely difficult for present computers to complete. What is Bitcoin mining? In addition to being the method used to create new coins, mining also keeps the Bitcoin network operational. All transactions are broadcast openly on the network, and miners group significant numbers of transactions into blocks by completing a cryptographic calculation that is exceedingly difficult to produce but very straightforward to verify. The next block is solved by the first miner to do so, who then broadcasts the solution to the network and, if it is validated, adds it to the blockchain. Afterward, a quantity of newly minted Bitcoin is given to the miner as payment. There is a strict cap of 21 million coins built into the Bitcoin software. More than that will never be possible. In circulation by the year 2140 will be all of the coins. The software reduces the size of the rewards about every 4 years, making it twice as difficult to mine Bitcoin. In the early days of Bitcoin, even a simple computer could practically instantly mine a coin. Now that it demands rooms full of sophisticated hardware, Including top-of-the-line graphics cards that can crunch through the computations, mining can occasionally become more expensive than it is worth due to the fluctuating price of Bitcoin. The sender adds fees of varied amounts as an incentive for miners, who also decide which transactions to group into a block. These fees will persist as an inducement for mining to continue even after all coins have been mined. Being the foundation of the Bitcoin network, this is essential. Who is the inventor of Bitcoin? Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, a white paper from a university, was uploaded in 2008 after the domain name .org was purchased. It laid out the theory and architecture of a system for a digital currency that is not subject to regulation by any entity, including a government or organization. The foundation of the issue with conventional currencies, according to the author who goes by the alias Satoshi Nakamoto, is the amount of trust necessary to make them function. Although it is necessary to have faith in the central bank not to debase the currency, fiat currencies have a checkered history of living up to that assurance. The software outlined in the article was completed the following year and made available to the general public on January 9, 2009, which marked the beginning of the Bitcoin network. Before withdrawing from the project in 2010 and leaving it to its own devices, Nakamoto kept working on it with a number of developers. Since they stopped making public statements years ago, Nakamoto's true identity has never been revealed. Since the software is currently open source, anyone can view, use, or contribute to the code without charge. In order to improve the software, numerous businesses and organizations, including MIT, work together. How do you feel about our video? Comment below with your response and let me know. Please click the like button if you like the video. Also, before you leave, please subscribe to our channel.